Was that what you heard?
You cried and said, "But that's the edge. There's no way I'll go." Like that.
Squid Game Season 2: Speculation and Predictions. The well-known Korean battle royale drama Squid Game is a bloodbath with very cinematic plays of epic proportions. Starring Lee Jung-jae, the series became a near-instant hit on the streaming service Netflix when it was released in September. It became the most watched series in numerous countries, making it the most popular premiere the streamer has ever experienced. With such a series, people have been asking about the next season, in which the director made it seem that it's in the planning stage. Although Netflix has not yet announced it officially, fans are speculating already as to what the upcoming season will behold. In this video, we'll be looking at Squid Game's Season 2 speculations and predictions. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos like this from Tenzone. Now, moving on with the show. As the storyline goes, there are mostly two speculated directions the show will go. One is that it will be a prequel, while the other, a sequel that continues where Season 1 ended. In the prequel perspective, if we go off of what director Hwang Dong-hyuk said, he envisions for the next series to be highlighting the other side of the game. It is then assumed that the story will revolve around the background of the guards, the VIPs, and the frontman that is portrayed by Lee Byung-hun, who is speculated to be the leading character in this follow-up. In particular, the story would focus on Byung-hun's history as a police officer. As Hwang told the Sunday Times, "I think the issue with police officers is not just an issue in Korea. I see it on the global news that the police force can be very late on acting on things. There are more victims or a situation gets worse because of them not acting fast enough. This was an issue that I wanted to raise. Maybe in Season 2 I can talk about this more." For the sequel perspective, it will focus on the sole survivor of the recent game, Gi-hun, as he challenges the top executives of the game. In an interview with Associated Press, director Hwang stated Gi-hun will come back. He'll do something for the world. This statement then associates it smoothly with the ending scene of Season 1, where he turns around with the conviction of a retaliation. Of course, it can all change depending on what the writers want. It may even be both in a way that Gi-hun confronts the bosses. The backstory of the game characters will also be shown through flashbacks. Hwang explained that he already has a few ideas on how it will play out. One will be the story of the brothers and what's going on between them. Another story that's embedded will be the recruiter's side. That's played by Gong Yoo. As those plays out all the while, Gi-hun navigates through his reckoning with the people who designed the games. In the end, there's a few interpretations that the director and then fans themselves could explore. Moreover, Season 1 was actually solely written by Hwang. So with a new pool of writers that will contribute, new perspectives to the story can be discussed. Besides the storyline, other speculations and questions are being given light as well by the viewers concerning other details and characters. From the archive scene shown in Season 1, we know that the games are actually being held internationally for the last couple of years and that each winner will also receive a large sum of money. We also know that the frontman was a previous winner of the games as well and became close even to the main host. So who's to say that the VIPs themselves don't have a similar backstory? This assumption is further supported by the fact that the Korean branch host was playing in the games himself. His high status was overlooked during the game, even though it was just for the thrill of it. The games are also being questioned as to how it will turn out, since the brainchild of the first season's games were from Il-nam. The new game master will have to provide a new set for the players to participate in. There are speculations that it will center around children's games still, but it will incorporate more from abroad such as hide and seek, tag, or spinning tops. The new game creator may even change the game theme entirely, as Il-nam's goal was to have that nostalgic feeling again of playing with his friends one last time, same as when he was young. The new one may have a different goal in mind. It's obvious that there will be an entirely new cast of players for the next game, except for the major roles. But the exciting speculations regarding the characters will be Hwang Jun-ho, who died after being shot by his brother, and the recruiter, Gong Yoo. A lot of viewers are convinced that Jun-ho is still alive even after being shot and falling over a cliff. This belief is mostly because of the intent of the director that wants to tackle about the brothers' relationship and backstory. There had been a separate storyline even focusing on the two, wherein the frontman was expecting to be found by his brother all along, in which he laid out a safe plan to save him and use him to fight the overseers. There's also the possibility of Jun-ho teaming up with Gi-hun instead, since they've met each other already, which lays down some groundwork for their collaboration. The production of Season 2 has not even started yet, since there are a lot of factors at play. An inside tip regarding Season 2 of the series suggested that Netflix really wants to have the show, and not just them actually, but every one of the households that's seen it, 142 million to be exact. That is why they hope to have it premiered by the end of 2022. However, the biggest obstacle that prevents this is the negotiation with the director himself. Believe it or not, the first 2 episodes took 6 months of initial writing and revising. It was even being revised on the day of production. This amount of work was described by Hwang Dong-hyuk to be really exhausting, and so he doesn't want to just dive headfirst into creating Season 2. Besides the writing stage, the scheduling of the production and casting will also take some time, especially since there's only one player that survived. Moreover, the busy director is also deciding to create a film first before the series. Although everyone is quite sure that the film he directs will be quite good, they are more insistent for him to work on the series first. As everyone awaits any news, sneak peek or inside tip for their beloved Squid Game Season 2, the only thing we can do is to speculate based on existing info. Despite seeing any new teaser trailers or additional information that is produced in the coming years that may provide a glimpse of the story, viewers will be somewhat divided, considering some will be satisfied if it was actually how they predicted it to be. Most are hoping that the next season will contain twists and turns that none could have predicted, especially since the chances of even having a Season 3 will depend on the story variation that the director and writers can come up with. What would you like to see in Squid Game Season 2? Leave your comments down below. And while you're on your way, click that thumbs up button and subscribe. And for more entertainment, follow TenZone on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.